and girls and children of all ages. This is what you have been waiting on. Let's go!
All access, all access, all access with Audrey Jack. All access, all access, all access with Audrey Jack. All access, all access, all access with Audrey Jack. All access, all access, all access with Audrey Jack.
Hey yo, stop, freeze, nobody move. Drop the remote, keep your eyes on the tubes. It's all access with you know who, but if you acting like you don't, let me explain to you. Her name is Audrey Jack, and the show is more than all that. Keep you up to date and on track on what's going on in the front and in the back. Hot topics straight from the tropics, anything and everything you know she got it. How do you explain the way that she got it? The show's on fire, just can't stop it. All access, backstage passes, you'll see things you can't see with glasses. Rappers, actors, singers, dancers, and everything between, so long as it matters. Interviews, hot top news, and I ain't talking the type to give you the blues. I mean the real good stuff, keep you locked to the tube. This show crazy, sticky like glue, so him, her, she, you, keep it on point, it's a new avenue, and you don't wanna miss the fresh and brand new. It's all access. Woo! Let's go.
All access, all access, all access with Audrey Jack. All access, all access, all access with Audrey Jack. All access, all access, all access with Audrey Jack.
It's Audrey St. Louis Jack, so you know you must be tuned in to All Access. Tonight we take a dive in the parliamentary elections race on September 26, 2016. We'll have those elections on St. Martin, and it's Raphael Brooks of the USP party who intends to win you over tonight on this one-on-one interview. You know what we always say, stay tuned in and we'll give you all access.
Curb the six. Raise the wage. Let's get real.
11 is the one.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, Saba, and Statia, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Welcome back to All Access. Audrey here, sitting one-on-one with Mr. Raphael Brooks of the USP party, number 11 that is. He intends to win you over St. Martin. He said the 16 square miles side of St. Martin he's going to win over for this upcoming parliamentary elections, which are slated for September 26. Let's dive right in.
Good evening, Audrey. Good evening, televiewers. Buenas noches, televidentes. My name is Raphael Brooks, better known as Juni. I was born on the island of Curacao. My mother, she's born in St. Martin, and my father from Saba. My mother's roots from Anguilla, and my father's roots is from St. Bart's. I've worked 8 years at Maduro and Korea's Bank and 2 years at the Wind Riders Bank, where I get transferred. They send me up here in St. Martin to work. After that, I didn't want to go back to Curacao, so I resigned and take a risk, and I went and looked for another job. I got a job in the casino, and I've worked in the casino for 25 years. And after that 25 years, I've worked for the last 3 years as a casino supervisor for the government of the island of St. Martin.
I have to ask, what does your family think about you running? A lot of people out there, you know, you see them running for these parliamentary elections, but they don't have the support of their family, at least not 100%. Or they have their family members maybe switched. They split. Some are with one team, the other with another party. What is happening with your family? How do they feel about you running for the very first time?
My family are very excited. of me running the campaign because they know I'm passionate with everything that I do. I am a member of the Soccer Garden Community Council. I'm also passionate about sports. And they know that when I organize any sports activity, it has always been a success. I was member of the Social Economic Council, representing the unions and representing St. Martin and Curaçao, Netherlands Antilles. I was also vice president of the Raphael Union. So I'm passionate with everything I do. My family knows that when I set myself to do something, and my goal is to reach the top. My team members are my family. Some get me in trouble, and some just goes along. Those that get me in trouble are those that really passionate just like me.
A little birdie told me that your family are also your campaign managers, your campaign team. Is that so?
They call themselves Team Renewal. I represent myself as the candidate of renewal because we need change, Audrey. We need change on this island. It cannot continue like this. And my team feels the same way. I have a great team behind me. We have those that are doing marketing. I have one that used to work in the receiver's office. She knows everything about the bank, about the government. I have one that's a lawyer, and I have one that's an activist. So they're just absorbing me with all this kind of information. So I'm trying to get it all, put it all somewhere in the head that I could remember all these things that I could bring forward, besides of all what I am passionate about. My leader is great. It's a coincidence that I'm running really, because we went to a function, me and my wife went to a function, and Honorable MP France was also there with his wife, and we were just talking, and I explained to him that how I felt about government, how people are fed up with government. Don't ask me to vote because I ain't gonna vote for you, you know? And that's the approach you're getting right now also. People are just fed up with it because people want that. Right now, people are suffering. The people are suffering. And they keep voting you, and you keep asking for a change. You keep saying, give you another chance, and you keep getting the chance, and you still ain't doing nothing for these people. These people are working maybe for the last 10 years. These people are working still like with a short-term labor contract. They're asking for a change. They want a change. And you keep saying you're going to do a change. You're going to make a difference. And when you get in, you forget the people then. You're gonna tint your glass, your car windows. That's the first thing you do. You're gonna change your phone number. That's the second thing you do. And you go away from the people them. You're not with the people them again. Until after the election come again, then you're up and down looking for them. You know what I mean? That's not the way to be a politician.
Now, with that said, and that's the conversation you had with your now leader today of the US Party, Mr. Franz Richardson. So how do you move from telling him all of that, you know, things that upsetted you, and then to move now into actually running? How did that part of the conversation go?
Okay, like I was saying, I was talking with Franz, and I didn't ask him to be on the list. He didn't ask me to come on the list. But Catherine was saying, you know, Catherine was explaining, France, I know Juni. We together for the last 30 years. I know his way. He's a real people's person. So in the discussion, then France said, you know, Juni, you would like to try something? I said, what you want me to do, France? Meet me by the office, and we're going to discuss this with the board. And the board, when I went to the board, I think I went through a screening worse than a minister. Because that I liked. Because they didn't just choose me from the road and tell me, Juni, get on the list. And then they throw you aside. No. What they did, they screened me, they asked me all kind of information, and I accepted. They accepted me, and I accepted them because I explained them my view that I'm not going to be on the list just to fill up no list for nobody. If I'm running, I'm going to run to get myself postulated. And that's what I would like to talk about first, the short-term labor contract. We cannot stop it because it's there for a reason. I'll give an example. If you're a contractor and you get a house to build for 8 months, you sign the people them on a short-term labor contract for 8 months. Because after that, you don't know when again you're going to get a house to build. So you have to let them go until you get to something else. It's the same thing with the Crossway Bridge. It was supposed to be a bridge to nowhere. but it ended. So the people them got the contract. When it finished, they had to return. All of the Dutch people them, they had to return back to Holland because they could not stay. The bridge was finished. So it's a reason for it. And it's the same thing because we are tourism business. We have slow season and we have good season. So it's there for a reason. So we cannot stop it. But what we have to do, we have to look for something to work with it. And because of my experience and what I've accomplished as a union man, I think it's time that I will fight for this. Is like an insurance. Let's call it an unemployment insurance. Right now, if you go for understand, maybe you will get maybe 250 guilders. You can't even pay GB with that 250 guilder. When you go to grocery store, it's 4 bags of grocery you'll be going home with. But if we could create maybe an unemployment insurance, then when you go home, right now you go home, for the 3 months, you're not getting nothing in your hand. But with the unemployment insurance, for the next 3 months, you will get at least 60 to 70% of the salary you used to make. So at least you're working with an ease mind, you know. Another thing also that I would like to implement, just like I did it for my workers, for the employees of Rouge et Noir Casino, is a pension plan. We need a pension plan. Right now, everybody, people are working now for the last 10, 20 years in a company and they don't have a pension plan. When you finish work, when you reach your pension age, you're going to depend on government pension, which is 850 guilders to 1,000 guilders. Depends how long you work and how long you pay your taxes. Then you go to the 850 guilders, 1,000 guilders, whatever it is. We need to get everybody in a pension plan to look forward for a good retirement. And another thing that I would like to work on is this miserable thing we call minimum wage. In the next 4 years, we don't have to hit it. We don't have to raise it in one time. We can go slowly in different stages until I reach the 4 years. Then we call it a comfortable wage, that we all could live comfortable, pay our bills, and live comfortable with what we collect. About it. Audrey, I just follow the parliamentary meetings, and sometimes I find they're laughing too much in Parliament. And if I'm in Parliament and I'm talking something passionate, it concerns the people of St. Martin, I will stand up and tell them, stop the laugh, stop the joking, stop the laughing. That's the kind of person I am. Because like I said, my mouth has always put me in trouble. And I will say it. I will say it on the floor of Parliament. Because we are dealing with the people's business. We went behind them election time. We plead to them for their vote. They got people that give up on voting, and we plead and we do all kind of campaign for them to vote for us. And then when we go in Parliament, it's like a joke. And I don't think I could accept that. If we want to have a happy hour and so, let's do it after Parliament meeting or whatever. But not on the floor of Parliament. Let's take this serious with the people's business.
Do you think that there is cohesiveness, of everybody together within your camp right now, so that when the people does speak again, like they did the last time, favorably for your team, do you think that there would not be any bickering? Do you think they'll be together? Because I think, just like you said, the people of St. Martin are very much so fed up. So do you think, can you give us the behind the scenes of the US party with the candidates to let us know if there is togetherness within the candidates as well?
Audrey, like I told you before, my voice, this is not my real voice. I was kind of hoarse for the last 3 days. And I was overwhelmed with the amount of calls I get from the members, from my other candidates, calling me, asking me if I was all right, because I didn't show up for our last public meeting. So everybody was concerned about me. And when we call a meeting by the headquarters, there's no space to put no one, because candidates coming with their team, they coming with their campaign leaders, they coming with everybody. We are very united. I get in support from like I said, from the leader. I get in support from all the candidates, especially the new candidates. We get in support even from the older heads, those experienced parliamentarians, the experienced candidates. And we getting tips from all of them. And we are very united, very united. Just like I said, us is us. And I believe in it. I believe